Hi everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to the Newcastle career mode on FIFA 17. We're about to start Season 2. We're back in the Premier League. We've got our new targets for the season, so we can have a look at these. Youth development. Over the next 2 seasons, we need to have at least one player from the academy signed and they have to play at least 50% of the games in this season afterwards. So we've got to sign a player to the first team from the youth team this season and then play them next season. We need to sign one crucial first team player as a striker and also gain 29 million of earnings from shirt sales. That's quite a high amount. We've got to increase the worth of the club by 20% in 2 seasons and also finish mid-table whilst reaching the round of 16 in the FA Cup. So some reasonably ambitious goals in there for us. In terms of the squad, I'm looking to move quite a few of the players on. If we just go down, Tony is out on loan for another season yet. We've made some of the youngsters available for loan. Stereo right back, Darlow's going out on loan. Barlaser as well, and Barbu, Dummett, Vukic, Gufran is transfer listed, as are Diame, Hanley, Murphy, Tiote, James, Good, Rob Elliott and Riviere, all up for transfers. So we're moving out some of the deadwood. And we've got quite a few players back from loan actually. So if we look at the team, Tovan is one of those. He's back, 79 rated, 24 years of age, decent player. Might play a part for us this season. Tim Krul also back in goal. So we've now got 2 goalies who are 79 rated. So I think Krul's probably going to be the first choice, but that number 1 jersey is up for grabs. Who else came back? Let's have a look. Freddie Woodman's up to 71 overall now actually, so he's doing alright. How old is he? Only 20, so he could be pushing for that first team place within a season or 2, really. Also coming back, Henri Saive, 26, got some really rounded stats actually, so he could play in that midfield quite easily. Sim de Jong, getting on a bit, but could play a role in that cam position. You never know, or we might look to move him on in January if things don't work for him. But yeah, so we're looking to really change this squad up. In terms of players that I'm looking to bring in, if we have a look at the shortlist, which is under this screen, we have that's the scouting. We've got the scouts out looking for a couple of players, mainly a left back and a striker. These are the players that have been recommended to me, or that I'm looking at. Lukaku's probably out of our budget for the time being, but maybe in a season or 2 we could look at bringing him in. Players recommended to me, we've got Giovanni Simeone as a striker from Genoa. Payet, of course, left midfield. This is the guy that people said they wanted me to buy. Whether or not we can afford him, I don't know. 28 million is a lot of money. Moussa Dembele possibly in midfield, as that holding midfield player we'll have to see. We've put in a bid for Christian Atsu. We want to bring him back in after his successful loan last season. And then for right back, we've got Callum Chambers of Arsenal and Tin Yedvai, I believe that's how you pronounce it. He's a Leverkusen. So we're going to be looking to bring in a couple of these players and a couple more. One that I've sort of scouted is Sebastian Haller. He looks like a decent enough striker. 79 rated, 23 years of age, so he could grow a little bit. But we'll see. We might bring him in. He's a little bit pricey at 11.5 million, but we'll see. So we've got options. Okay then, we've received an offer from Wolves for Cole Darlow for a 1-year loan. We're going to take that. 69 rated at 26. I don't think he's going to grow much more. We'll see what happens this season, but we might look to move him on at the end of the season. Okay then, it's the pre-season tournament, European International Cup. We're just going to sim these games. I'm not going to sort of play them through. I might play the final if we get to it. But we're going to give some of the fringe players, I suppose, a chance. Some of the players who've come back as well, like Tovan and De Jong, Tim Krul, see what they can do. So let's start this sim. First game is against Celta Vigo. And we'll see what the team's capable of doing. We're not going to speed to the end. We're just going to look at things as they happen. And Aaron's has got us off the mark, but straight away they've equalised, which is great. And Aaron's has scored again. I think he only scored 1 goal for us last season. And that was... Shelby's made it 3-1. Nice. Yeah, and that was that wonder goal. Aaron's has a hat-trick, would you believe? And we've won 4-1. That's a convincing win. Rolando Aaron's a hat-trick. Blimey. That's not like him at all. But a good start to this pre-season tournament. Okay then, so I've put Dwight Gale on the transfer list. He was a good player for us last season, actually, Gale, but he's sort of getting to his later 20s. He's not growing anymore. And this young guy looks quite good, from what I've been told. So if we put in a valuation bid for him, 2.7, we're going to get a player who's about equal to Gale at the moment, but quite a bit younger. And we'll probably make a profit as well with the money gained from selling Gale. So we're going to send this off and see what Genoa have to say. And go from there. So, Genoa have come back and said they want 4.2 million for Simeone. We're going to put in 3.5 and see what they say about that. And also we've had an email back from Leverkusen as well, saying that they want 14 million for Jedvai, which seems a little bit pricey. So we're going to offer 10. We'll see what they can say. We're going to do a little bit of bargaining here. We're not just going to go in with what they want us to. We've got a bit of money to spend, but we don't want to overspend on players. Right, so here is our second game in the European International Cup. We're away to Lokomotiv Moscow. Had a good win last time out, but they won as well. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. Again, giving some of the other players a chance. Saive's in there. As is Freddie Woodman in goal. So hopefully we can get through. And these boys can put in a good performance. It looks absolutely nothing has happened in the first half. And now we're behind. Would you believe it? We're losing. Come on, boys. Step it up. Heading for a loss at this rate. Oh dear. A 1-0 loss. That's not very good, is it? Even with a reasonably strong side out, we've messed that one up. Right, so today we have the final group game in the pre-season tournament. We've rotated the team again, giving everyone a chance to show what they can do. So far, Stade Rennais have been pretty poor. A draw and a loss. We have a win and a loss. So hopefully we can do the business here and get through to the knockout stages. We'll see. Let's kick it off and see what the team is capable of producing. Straight away a yellow card for the opposition. Come on, boys. Half an hour gone, no action. And they missed a penalty. That's lucky for us. Jeez. Who gave the penalty away? And Shelby scores. That's what we want to see. John Joe Shelby getting on the score sheet. And that should hopefully be enough to take us through to the next round. Let's have a look. Do we have a table? Looks like Lokomotiv Moscow lost. Yeah, we're through to the semi-finals up against Nice. So if we can get through that one, we'll actually play the final game. So first up, we have signed Christian Atsu for £6 million. That's a decent signing for us. So we're going to go ahead and confirm that one. And Genoa have okayed our deal for Simeone. So now we've got a negotiated contract with him. He wants 20,000. He's a squad rotation player, so we'll offer him the same thing. Hopefully he can come good for us, and hopefully we can get rid of Gale now, because is a bit pointless for us at this point. And now we've got the semi-finals of the pre-season tournament. So let's sim this one. If we get through, we'll play the final. If not, then, you know, it's been a decent little run. We'll see what we're capable of doing up against Nice. Mitro's injured. It's 1-1. Sigurdsson has scored. That's not what we wanted. I mean, injuries in pre-season is the worst. And Lazar has put us into the lead. The left back getting on the score sheet for us. Gale comes on for Mitro, and Shelvey may just have sealed it. And he has. We're into the final. Would you believe it? We've done it. 3-1. That means we'll be playing the final in this episode. So, good news. Our first signing. We've got Giovanni Simeone for £3.5 million from Genoa. So that was the player that was suggested to me by one of our viewers. So he's coming in. Thanks for the suggestion. I'm not sure whether he wants me to mention his Twitter name. If he does, then he can put a comment underneath and I'll leave a link to his Twitter. But I'm not going to give people's Twitter links out without their permission. So thanks for the suggestion. He is our first signing for the new season. Chambers we're going to still stall on until we hear back from Jedvaj. Okay then, here is the team for the final of the pre-season tournament. We're playing Lokomotiv Moscow, who beat us earlier in the tournament in the group stage. The team is Tim Krul in goal. Defence is Lazar, Clark and Member Yedlin. The midfield is Aaron, Shelvey, Sigurdsson, Tovan. And up front we've got Armstrong and Gale because Mitro is injured. New signings, Atsu and the new centre-forward are on the bench. So we'll see whether they can come on and affect the game. First taste of pre-season. We've made it to the final. And we've got a couple of new faces. One familiar after coming back after his successful loan last season from Chelsea, Christian Atsu. Florian Tovan is in the team on the right after coming back from his loan at Marseille. And then we've got our new centre-forward on the bench as well. So we're making a couple of changes to the side. Yeah, I mean the team we've got is pretty good. It just needs a couple of little tweaks. Bit more strength and depth in the squad. So hopefully we can go about getting a few new faces in and go from there. Tovan, nice little ball for Gale. And it's back to Adam Armstrong. Good save. What a chance for Armstrong to open the scoring. And he hit it straight at the keeper, unfortunately for us. Shelvey. Sigurdsson. Gale. Chance for Dwight Gale. Puts it away. We lead in the final of the pre-season tournament. And it's the number 9 who may be on his way out of the club over the summer who puts us into the lead. It'll be a shame to see him go, but I'm just not sure he has a role to play anymore with the players we're bringing in. But once again, he gets on the score sheet for us. Maybe for the last time in a Newcastle United shirt. Corner is whipped in. And there's the header. Oh, I think it's off the line, is it? Or was it off the bar? I'm not really sure what happened there. It's not even going to show a replay, is it? No, it's not. I'm going to have to replay that myself because I'm not really sure what happened there. Let's have another look. The corner was whipped in. There's the header. He heads it. Oof, blimey. It was Lazar who gets in the way and heads it onto his own crossbar. We got away with that one. We're up against it here. And it's headed away this time. Nicely done. And Simeone can give chase here. The new signing. Looking to cause problems for this defender. It's given away. And now it's Dwight Gale. And he looks to release Simeone on his debut. And he's in. The new signing puts it away. And Simeone on his debut scores. An instant impact from the signing. Wow, I wasn't expecting that from him. But he scored on his debut. And if that's indicative of what's to come from this new player, we've signed a good striker here. Well, couldn't have made a better impact than that, could he? Here come Lokomotiv Moscow, looking for a goal that would make the game interesting at the end. And they've hit the post. Krul was beaten. And they almost caused us a bit of trouble there. Here's De Jong, who's actually looked really good since coming on, I've got to say. And Simeone here might be in again. He's got some strength, the new man. And he cuts inside, and Simeone misses the ball. Wow. Well, it's full time. We've won the pre-season tournament again. Gale and Simeone with the goals. The new man with a debut finish. And that'll give us a little bit of transfer budget as well. To maybe possibly bring in another player or two. We're not going to watch all the celebrations. There's not really much point. But we've done it. No, why is Freddie Woodman wearing an outfield kit? Not sure what that's about. Yeah, look, there he is at the back. Woodman wearing an outfield kit. Not sure why. Anyway, we'll just see them lift the trophy. There we go. Pre-season champions again. And a little bit more money in the budget. Okay then, so that's going to do it for this episode, guys. A win in the pre-season tournament. A couple of new players brought in. Atsu and Simeone. Simeone, who made an instant impact on his debut with a goal with, well, his second touch, which was quite impressive. So he looks to be a great signing, so thank you for suggesting that I pick him up. He was also quite young, so he could grow and get better as well, and may play a big role this season. So guys, we'll look to tie up a couple more deals in the next episode before starting the Premier League season. But that is going to do it for this one. So as always, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, click on that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new. And I'll see you all next time.